So what's up, people? It's your boy Rico, the GearHead here with another episode. Now today is going to be a short one. It's going to be rather a short one. I'm going to be showing you the very specific dash that I chose, rather that I had installed on my very Benelli TNT 150. If you follow me on Facebook, Instagram account coming shortly, but we did put this very specific dash. This dash comes, it's a Chinese, or rather it's a universal dash, but I think they have the original version of this very specific dash from the Honda. I think it's a Honda 250R. I'm not sure, either a Honda 500. I know it's a Honda. It's from a Honda design and everything, but it's for this very specific model. It's a 13,000 RPM meter universal dash. Now I'm going to be showing you the very specific settings that I chose. I'm going to show you the steps that I took. It did take quite a while for me to actually get it to correspond with the GPS that I have on my phone. It took a bit of trial and error, but I think I did manage to get almost exact, minus less. Let's say there's a difference of 1 kilometers per hour, but that's not something huge. But I will show you the tests. I will show you the settings that I used in order to make this very specific dash to work. Now, what happened to my original version was that I got into a minor accident with a boda guy, and kind of did destroyed my front, or rather the previous dash. It destroyed the previous dash. It was broken, the screen cracked and everything, so it was pretty unusable. But now I had to look for another one. The original dash for this very specific bike, it's very expensive. Cost me a lot. It came to around 25,000 Kenya shillings for the specific model, for the Benelli or rather it wasn't for the Benelli 150, but the Benelli 125, TNT 125 and the Benelli 150, they're quite similar. The only difference is the displacement of the engine. Now I'm going to be showing you, like I said, this very specific model of the dash. It fits quite perfectly. The key fits snugly in there quite well. Easy to remove and install and even turn and everything. So I'm going to be showing you how to set it, how to change it, how to change the settings. If you're interested, I will put a link in the description below where you can get this. I got mine from Amazon. I will post a link down below if you're interested to get. There are also other kinds of dashboards out there. If you're interested, if you're an analog type, or maybe you'd like an analog tachometer with a speedometer, a digital speedometer, they do have quite some. The way that you can get it is you can use a courier services. We do have like States Duca. I personally use States Duca. There is Kentex. There is which other one? You can use even DHL if you have the cash. They are a bit quite expensive, but for States Duca, all you have to do, they charge 1,500 per kg. So this one cost me around, I bought it I think around at 1,800, and then shipping cost me around 1,500. So that's about, let's say, more or less like 3,000 or something. That's how much I paid. It did quite take a while because that's when Corona, this pandemic started and everything. But all in all, I did get it back. I got it. It works perfectly. I've used it for a few weeks now. It performs well. It reads well. You also have the option of changing color if you are interested in that. It also has okay, now the other thing that I wanted to talk about is the wiring. Now the wiring was a bit tricky. It did take quite a few try and errors to try and figure out what worked and what did not. So if you're interested in the wiring, I wasn't there, so I don't have the film to show you, but for the wiring, I do recommend you going to like a biker's clinic. They have superb experts there. They work perfectly on bikes, such bikes, any bike that you have, they work, and they are very affordable. Now I'm going to be showing you how the bike, how the dash works, rather it looks on the whenever you rev it, or when you start the bike. Now this is the button. I'm going to change it to a bit color which is friendly to the camera. Now we do have our fuel gauge here, we do have our rev meter here. I will show you how it works. We do have our speedometer there, our trip meter, which you can change it. This is the total kilometers that I've gone. We do have our time here. Now the way that you can see this hazard lights is a bit of wiring. I think it's still not complete, but we are trying to figure out why it's not turning off when you switch off the indicator. But you can see that it indicates properly left and right, but once you turn it off, it has this hazardous whatever. Now I don't know if you can see clearly, but we do have the check engine light here, we do have the fuel gauge, the low fuel here, then we do have the high beam there, then right next to it we have the battery light there. Now in order to access the settings for this very specific model, it's a 13,000 RPM. All you have to do is press this first button here, hold it while you turn on the key. Then all you have to do is wait. Now these are the settings that I used. These are the settings. This is the very first setting that I have on my this very specific, so that it can work with this very specific dash. Now if you want to change let's say the digit, all you have to do is wait for it to go there, then press this first button. This is the one that is used to change the digits. Okay, this is a try and error, but this is what works for me for this very specific bike. It works differently on depending on the wheelbase of your bike, but this is a very specific setting that I use. This is the first one. Now all you have to do is hold this again. Then this is the second setting. You can pause the video if you want to and write them down or something, but once you're done, all you have to do is long press again. Now this is the third setting. I'm not quite sure what these settings mean. They were just some try and error, something that I googled off YouTube or something, but from my research this is what works for me. I did change quite a bit, but this is what works for me right now. So once you're done, just have to press on to go to the next one. You can pause the video if you want, if you're writing, or rather if you're interested so for future reference. And once you're done, now this is the next one. I'm quite sure it's about the kilometers or miles per hour. That's quite obvious, so I just leave it at kilometers per hour. Now this is the last one. Now those are the settings that I used on my very specific bike, or this very specific bike. It might work for you, it might not. I have tested this with a GPS speedometer, so they go quite hand in hand. Although GPS is a bit slow, but once you get to the higher speeds, it resonates together. They go in sync together. That's how I've used it. Now once you're done, all you have to do is press in, and just like that, you are back to your very specific dash. Now like I said, this one, this very first button is used to change trip meter and also total mileage. If you want to maybe reset, all you have to do is press in, and then voila, it's set back to 0. Now the other thing that I do have with this very specific dash, the problem is the time. I've tried setting it quite a few times, and once I switch off and then switch on back again, it just resets to 1. But maybe that's something different on your bike, or maybe it's just my bike. And also, like I said, this is a 13,000 RPM gauge. Now, so that you can see that it works perfectly, I'm going to see, right now we're at neutral. Then I'm going to just turn on the bike. You can see the rev meter works quite well, works quite well and everything. Yeah, so if you're interested in getting this very specific dash, I will post a link down in the description below if you're interested to get this. It works perfectly. It's a universal dash, works almost at par with every bike out there. All you have to do is just think a little bit about with the wiring and the setting. to fit your very specific bike. Now remember guys, we're almost announcing the next giveaway series. All you have to do in order to, so that you cannot miss, is subscribe, like, comment and share this video with everyone you know, especially your riding buddies. We do have awesome content here. We have educative content, and all you have to do, remember guys, is also subscribe and share this video with as many people as you want. Now if you're interested in this video, rather if you like this video, give us a like, comment, like and share this video 2020 style. Maybe today, if you're seeing this video, it's probably Saturday and maybe the country has been opened up. I'm sure a lot of you guys are eagerly waiting for those crazy randoms. Now until next time guys, ride safe, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.